shocking news came from the sky. On a flight from Tokyo to Seoul, two BTS members, Jungkook and Taehyung became the center of attention after an unexpected mid-flight incident. Taehyung reportedly had a sudden nosebleed while at high altitude, so he had to be carried by Jungkook to the medical section of the plane. This event immediately shocked the passengers and created a temporary panic. It didn't take long for this news to spread quickly and made the army around the world wonder, what really happened to V? Shocking moments, Taehyung suddenly weak and nosebleeds. The incident occurred about 45 minutes before the plane landed at Incheon International Airport. According to eyewitnesses who were on the flight, Taehyung initially looked ordinary. He sat side by side with Jungkook and seemed to be laughing a little while wearing a blindfold and a gray hoodie. But suddenly, Taehyung looks down and holds his nose. A few seconds later, drops of blood began to flow. Jungkook, who was sitting next to him, panicked and immediately released both of their seatbelts. He looked very sprightly. Without thinking, Jungkook picked up Taehyung's limp body and carried him to the back of the plane where the cabin crew stored medical equipment. A flight attendant mentioned that Jungkook doesn't seem to care about everyone staring. He focused on Taehyung. His face tense, he continued to call out V's name in a quiet but frantic voice. Passengers and crew panic. Although the airline has been trained to deal with emergency situations, Taehyung's weak condition and blood dripping from his nose trigger panic. Some of the passengers, who recognized them as BTS members, immediately stood up from their seats, wanting to know the current condition. Meanwhile, the cabin crew asked everyone to remain seated and make room for the medical crew to help. Two staff from HYBE who were on the flight also immediately approached and helped Jungkook. But surprisingly, Jungkook still didn't let Taehyung go. He kept holding V's shoulders and looking at him with teary eyes. Jungkook, without a doubt, he carries his best friend. What touched ARMY's heart the most was Jungkook's spontaneous act. Regardless of the crowd and the gazes of the cabin crew and passengers, Jungkook immediately carried Taehyung on his back, a piggyback position so familiar to BTS fans. A few years ago, they also had time to joke in the same style on stage. But this time, it's not just a stage gimmick or fan service. It's a real moment of true bonds of friendship and caring. Video recorded by airport staff showed Jungkook walking quickly with Taehyung on his back, saying, "Hold on a second, Hyung, we're almost there," while turning his head with a serious expression. The airport medics, who were ready to welcome them, immediately took Taehyung to the treatment room. Taehyung's condition now, what happened? Upon arrival at the airport, Taehyung was immediately taken to the airport clinic for medical treatment. According to a brief statement from HYBE's management team, Taehyung was diagnosed with mild epistaxis, nosebleeds due to fatigue, extreme changes in air pressure, and unstable body condition due to busy schedules. Taehyung is in stable condition now. Nothing serious, just mild fatigue. We will monitor his health over the next few days, HYBE's representative said in an official release. However, netizens continue to speculate that Taehyung's condition could be more serious than reported. 'Cause this is not the first time V looks less fit. A few weeks earlier, Taehyung also looked pale while attending a fashion show in Milan. Jungkook in the spotlight, "My Hyung should be fine." Not only Taehyung's condition, Jungkook's fast action drew praise and excitement from the fans. Many shared videos and footage from other passengers showing Jungkook hugging Taehyung tightly with a worried expression. One of the witnesses even said that Jungkook was crying quietly when the medical team came over. "I heard him say, 'My Hyung should be fine,' while holding V's hand. It made me cry too," said an army officer sitting not far from them. Hashtags like ProtectTaehyung, JungkookOurHero, and GetWellSoonTaehyung immediately became trending topics on Twitter and Instagram. Fans around the world created collages, fan art, and video tributes to wish V well and appreciate Jungkook's attitude. Strong friendships proven in the midst of crisis. This incident also reopened the discussion about the deep bond between Taehyung and Jungkook. Since the trainee period, the two have indeed been very close. Fans often refer to them as Taehyung, a combination of names synonymous with their closeness in front of and behind the camera. Various sweet moments of both have gone viral, ranging from when Taehyung hugged a crying Jungkook at a concert to Jungkook who drove Taehyung to the hospital in the middle of the night. Now, the incident on the plane adds to a long list of evidence that their bond is not just an entertainment gimmick, but real and genuine. Taehyung rated 2 for 4, sir? As this incident went viral, criticism of HYBE's agency began to emerge. Many fans considered that BTS's schedule was too busy, even after enlistment, making the members' health vulnerable. Moreover, Taehyung has just appeared in several solo activities, ranging from Fashion Week to perfume product promotions. Some comments from fans raised concerns. V needs a break, not a camera spotlight. HYBE, please protect your artists, not just their promotions. We love Taehyung and Jungkook because they are human beings, not work machines. Online petitions have even begun to be made for HYBE to give more time off for BTS members who have just finished their military service and are now returning to the entertainment world with tremendous pressure. Support flows from the entertainment world. Some Korean celebrities also showed concern. Actor Park Seo-joon, Taehyung's best friend, posted on his Instagram story, "V, get well soon. Don't worry about us. Love you, bro." Blackpink's Lisa was also caught leaving a like and a heart emoji on a fanbase upload showing Jungkook holding Taehyung. Fans suspect Lisa and other Blackpink members are also monitoring the condition of the two BTS members. Taehyungs Condition, latest news from HYBE. Shortly after the incident, HYBE labels released an official statement. "We confirm that Kim Taehyung had nosebleeds due to fatigue and changes in air pressure. He has been receiving treatment and is currently in stable condition. We are grateful for the concern and love of all fans. We also appreciate Jungkook's swift actions that helped ensure Taehyung's safety." This news eased the fans' worries a little. Some of them offered prayers through BTS's official fan cafe and Instagram, hoping Taehyung would recover soon and get enough rest. Jungkook and Taehyung more than just co-workers. It's no secret that Jungkook and Taehyung have an incredibly strong bond since their trainee days at Big Hit. Despite their different ages, they are often seen together, sharing laughter, jokes, to tears. Taehyung once said in an interview, "Jungkook is like a brother and a friend. We could fight, but he was always there when I needed him." While Jungkook also often referred to Taehyung as the person he trusts the most in the entertainment world. Now, the incident on the plane seems to be a symbol of their statements. Jungkook doesn't just talk about friendship. He shows it with concrete actions, even in emergencies. Korean and international netizens were touched. Not only the international army, Korean netizens also showed their emotion. News of the incident immediately made headlines in various major media such as Dispatch, Naver, and the Korea Herald. The comments section is full of compliments. "I want a friend like Jungkook, who can immediately carry a nosebleed friend without thinking. One word, respect. I believe BTS members' relationships are not made up for fans. It is genuine and sincere. It's not just BTS. Their family." Reflections for the entertainment world. When image is not a priority. In a Korean entertainment world that places so much emphasis on image, appearance, and reputation, what Jungkook does is a pure form of humanity. He didn't think about the cameras, the rumors, or even his clothes that might have been covered in blood. He only cares about his best friend. This became a lesson for many that in an emergency, the most important thing is not how we look, but who we save. Closing, Haru moments that strengthen the army. This nosebleed event on the plane may seem small to some people. But for ARMY and true BTS fans, the moment where Jungkook holds Taehyung with tears in his eyes is a testament to true love, loyalty, and brotherhood. Amid the pressure of popularity, mental and physical fatigue, they nevertheless took care of each other. ARMY is now waiting for the latest news about Taehyung's condition, while continuing to spread positive spirits through social media. They also hope HYBE takes a lesson from this incident that the health and well-being of the artists is much more important than a busy schedule.